Welcome to the Kellogg Chief Marketing Officer program. My name is Gregory Carpenter. I'm the Harold T. Martin Professor of Marketing at Northwestern University's Kellogg School of Management. I'm also the academic director of this program, along with my colleague Nick Caffentzis, a senior fellow here at the Kellogg School. As academic directors, Nick and I designed this program with the goal of helping you become more successful as a Chief Marketing Officer. Before we discuss the program content, I'd like to say a few words of introduction. My research, teaching, and consulting focuses on marketing strategy, with an emphasis on how firms use marketing to be more successful. I've explored how firms pioneer new markets, differentiate in established markets, and how firms transform their culture to continue to thrive with consumers. My work on culture has led me to examine the role of the CMO and the connection between organizational culture, the CMO, marketing, and the firm's success. As part of that work, I host Kellogg's Marketing Leadership Summit. Each year, we invite 100 and so senior executives to campus to discuss how marketing is changing. I'm also the academic director of Kellogg's in-person Chief Marketing Officer program, designed for people who will soon assume the role of CMO. And I've recently begun a new line of research teaching on luxury brands, and I'll share some of that with you during this course. Nick Caffentzis is a senior fellow and adjunct professor at the Kellogg School. We reserve the title of senior fellow for those members of our faculty who've achieved extraordinary success in their careers in industry. Before joining the Kellogg School, Nick enjoyed a very successful career at General Electric, culminating in his role as Chief Marketing Officer for GE Global Digital Healthcare, a $1.8 billion business. Nick is also the executive director of Kellogg's in-person Chief Marketing Officer Executive Program. Nick and I designed this program to bring the latest thinking from industry and academia to address our central focus, how you can be a more successful, more effective CMO. In the past 15 years, marketing has undergone a tremendous transformation. This change has transformed the role of the CMO and how marketing succeeds with customers. We'll explore 4 pillars in this program. We'll begin by exploring thinking strategically, how the CMO uses resources to win customers and contribute to the firm's success. Every firm faces more opportunities than it has resources or capabilities to pursue. Strategic thinking includes understanding how the CMO chooses among those opportunities and deploys resources to win customers and enable the firm to succeed. We'll explore both traditional approaches and new approaches to thinking strategically. I will be your faculty member in the first part of the program. Next, you'll meet my colleague, Jim Stengel. Jim is a senior fellow at the Kellogg School, president and CEO of the Jim Stengel Company, but you may know him best as the former Global Marketing Officer, or CMO, of Procter & Gamble, the legendary consumer firm. Jim is a member of the Marketing Hall of Fame. He was named Advertiser of the Year at Cannes for his work at P&G, and he's a best-selling author. It's fair to say Jim understands the role and challenges CMOs face in ways that few people do. In your first meeting with Jim, he'll explore how CMOs think strategically about creating brands that succeed with consumers, but also reflect genuine purpose. Firms that embrace customer centricity inevitably discover opportunities for innovation that can lead to increased sales growth, which is the topic of our second pillar. Jim Stengel will return to discuss a central issue in this topic, building a collaboration between marketing and R&D. Following Jim, you'll meet Sanjay Khosla, also a senior fellow at the Kellogg School. Before joining Kellogg, Sanjay was president of Kraft International. He was responsible for Kraft's business outside the United States. During his time with Kraft, Sanjay doubled Kraft's revenue through his innovative approach to fueling growth that he'll share with you. I will return to discuss successful strategies for launching innovations that can increase the odds of success with customers and increase differentiation from competitors. Finally, you'll meet Ed Zajac, the James F. Beret Professor of Management and Organizations at the Kellogg School and Academic Director of Kellogg's Strategic Alliance Executive Program. Ed will discuss the latest thinking on organizational change and on strategic alliances. As firms embrace customer centricity, chief marketing officers confront questions about the organization and its culture. We'll explore those questions in our third pillar. We'll begin the discussion with data and analytics, led by Joel Shapiro, a data scientist and Kellogg faculty member in our Managerial Economics and Decision Sciences department. After Joel explores data and analytics, Jim Stengel will return to discuss how to create the marketing organization of the future. Our final pillar will focus on the challenges you may confront as CEO as you move from leading marketing to being a leader of the enterprise. To be effective in that role requires new leadership skills, and my colleague Harry Kramer will share his perspective on leadership. Harry is an award-winning faculty member, best-selling author, and the former CEO of Baxter International, a $12 billion global firm. Finally, I'll return to conclude the program with a discussion of how the CMO can play a role in creating a more customer-centric organization, drawing on all the material you've heard so far.